We're delighted to welcome you here this evening to Kinvara Theatre Group's second production. Housekeeping first and foremost. Aside from the main entrance, there are two fire exits this side of the hall, and backstage there is one either side, right and left. If you haven't done so already, please turn off your mobile phones for the duration of the play. This is a 2-hour play, and halfway through we will have a 15-minute interval where refreshments, tea and coffee, will be served outside the hall on the right-hand side. Also, we will have ticket sellers going through the hall for a raffle draw that we will conduct at the end of the night, with some great prizes that have been donated by local businesses. Without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the Shaughraun.
I'm going a milking, sir, she said. Where are you going?
Sure, isn't that too hard work entirely for the likes of you?
Come on away now, Mrs. O'Kelly, and mind your own business. Do you think I'm not the equal at making the butter come?
Ah, 'tis yourself that can make the butter come. All you have to do is look at the milk and the butter to rise. Oh, miss. Is this someone coming up the cliff? It's not a vision, I see.
It's just one of the officers from Ballyraggett.
Oh, run in quick and give me the charge.
No, sorry, I'll stop where I am. If it was the Lord Lieutenant himself, I'd not stir nor take a tuck out of my gown. Go tell the mistress.
Oh. Is that the way you're going to receive the quality?
Stop to reconnoitre. Here he comes.
My good girl!
Sir, to you. He takes me for the dairymaid.
Is this place called Swillebeck?
No, but Shaughraun.
Oh, beg pardon. Your Irish names are so unpronounceable. You see, I'm an Englishman.
I remarked your misfortune. Poor creature. You couldn't help it.
Is your mistress at home?
My mistress. Oh, 'tis Miss O'Neill, you mean?
Delicious, bro. Quite delicious. Will you take her my card?
I'm afeard the butter will spoil if I leave it now.
What is your pretty name?
Claire, what's yours?
Molyneux. Captain Molyneux. Now, Claire, I'll give you a crown if you take my card to your mistress.
Will you take my place in the churn when I go?
How do you work that infernal thing?
Come take hold beside me and I'll show you. Here! That's it! Beautiful! You were intended for a dairymaid.
I knew a dairymaid that was intended for me.
That speech only wanted a taste of the brogue to be worthy of an Irishman.
Now I'm perfect.
What are you doing?
Tasting the brogue. Don't spare your blushes. They become you.
Never fear. I'll be even with your honour yet.
Stop, my dear. You forgot the crown I promised you.
Don't let the butter spoil while I'm gone. What's your name again? Mollycrops?
Molyneux.
Oh, I asked your pardon. You see, I'm Irish, and the English names are so unpronounceable.
She's as fresh and as fragrant as one of her own pots of butter. The mistress of the house is as sweet as the maid. I shall not regret being stationed in this wilderness. Just hard work, this milk pump.
What can he want? What is he doing?
the slightest idea. Captain Molyneux?
Beg pardon, I was just amusing myself. I'm very fond of machinery and so. Miss O'Neill, I presume.
And my cousin, Miss Claire Folliot.
Miss Folliot! I took her for a... Oh, Lord, what have I done?
Claire has been up to some mischief here. Don't spare your blushes, they become you.
Spare me!
I hope you've come to tell me how I can be of some service to you.
I've just arrived with a detachment of our regiment in Ballyragget. The government have received information that a schooner carrying a distinguished Fenian hero is hovering the coast, intending to land our passengers in the neighbourhood. So a gunboat has been deployed and we are under orders to cooperate. Deuce bored, not to say ridiculous, for there is no foundation to the scare. Yet we find ourselves quartered here without any resources.
I regret I cannot extend the hospitalities of Shaughraun. An unmarried girl cannot play hostess. Even two unmarried girls could not play hostess.
But you own the finest shooting in the west of Ireland. Mountains are full of grouse and your streams are alive with salmon.
The captain would beg leave to sport over your domain. Shall I spare you the humiliation of confessing that you are not mistress in your own house, much less lady of the manor? Do you see that ruin yonder? Oh, 'tis the admiration of the traveller and the study of painters who come from far and near to copy it. It was the home of my forefathers when they kept open house for the friend, the stranger, or the poor. The mortgagee has put up a gate now, and visitors must pay 6p a head to admire the place. Their guide points across to this cabin, where two lonely girls, the remains of the old family, now live. God knows how you would ask leave to kill game on Caymanay and Shulamore. Do you see that salmon? It was snared last night in the pool of Bricken by Con, the Shaughraun. He killed that grouse at daylight on the side of Mornturk. That is our daily food, and we owe it to a poacher.
You have to suffer greatly indeed for ages of family imprudence and the Irish extravagances of your ancestors.
Yes, sir. The extravagance of their love for their country and the imprudence of their fidelity to their faith.
But surely you cannot be without some relatives.
I have a brother, the heir to this estate.
Is he abroad?
Yes, he is a convict working out his sentence in Australia.
Oh, I beg pardon, I did not know. Have you any relatives, Miss O'Neill?
I am her brother's fiancée.
Really, ladies, I have to offer you 1,000 apologies.
I do not accept one. It carries insult to the man I love.
Well, at least allow me to regret having aroused such distressing memories.
Do you think they ever sleep?
Indeed, no. I'm astray in an Irish bog, and every step I take gets me deeper and deeper in the mire.
I am very sorry. We have not the power to grant you a privilege which, you see, we do not enjoy.
Hello, is there nobody at home?
Who is this stentorian gentleman?
Mr. Corrie Kinchela, one who has trimmed his fortunes with prudence and his conscience with economy.
Hello, one of you, come here, don't you hear me? Bridget, come, hold my pony.
Here is a man who can extend a privilege to you.
Where the devil is everybody? There was nobody there to stable my horse. You must be Captain Molyneux. I'm just on the way back from Dublin. I was up in the courts there. I said I'd bring you the news that the courts had decided on foreclosure on this estate. I'm afraid you will have to turn out within the next 2 months.
You mean in 2 months, even this poor shelter will be taken from us?
Yes. I imagine you will not be long though waiting for a shelter and a welcome. Two fine-looking girls like yourself. It'll be pick and choose from this out, Captain, don't you think?
This was awfully offensive to me. For
me, Captain. I was not here to welcome you when you came to the area. I am Corey Kinshall of Ballyragget House. I wish to offer you the run and the sporting around here and my hospitality. I'm surprised these girls did not introduce me.
They paid me the compliment of presuming I had no desire to form your acquaintance.
Do you not know, sir, I'm a person of position and character?
I don't give a straw for your position, and I don't like your character.
You mean to insult me?
I am incapable of it in the presence of ladies, but I believe I should be entitled to do so, for you insulted them in mine. I ask your pardon for the liberty I took with you when I presented myself to you.
The liberty you took when he presented himself clears the account.
We shall meet again.
I hope not.
I would delay the captain, but you've a long way to go across the mountain. The darkness is falling and the road is treacherous.
Good evening.
You may end up the night in a bog hole up to your neck. Listen to you two. I am very sorry. I do not wish to be hard upon you, but as the mortgagee on this estate, the whole lot will come to me. Indeed, every acre of it. And the sale of it would not even cover my mortgage. Indeed, they should have thrown you in with it to balance it up. After all, now, you're to be turned out within the next 2 months, and then there is your brother over there in Australia going to rot. Oh, how hard it must be. And the whole thing could be solved entirely if this young girl would only consent to being Mrs. Corey Kinshall. But I have the ear of the county member over in Australia, and I can arrange for Robert Folliot to have the run of the country. He can be free as a fish in a pond. And you would be given £1,000 to send to him on the day of our wedding.
I'd rather starve with Robert Folliot in a jail than on the county of Sligo if I had to carry you as a mortgage on it.
Do you think that boy cares a damn for you or who owns you? Have you received one letter from him in the past 12 months?
Alas, not one.
That's because I have them all under lock and key. Not one, you see, he doesn't even care for you. You've heard nothing from him, and here I am every day at your door. Oh, how can you be so hard on me entirely? There must be somebody scheming against me. Who could it be?
I am the man, Mr. Kitchener.
Father Dolan, 'tis yourself. And can I ask why you dare to impeach me in the good opinion of these girls?
Certainly. Miss O'Neill, Claire, my dear, would you mind leaving me alone a while with Mr. Kitchener? He wants to know the truth about himself.
And you can't insult him in the presence of ladies. Come out.
The father of young Folliot bequeathed unto you and to me the care of his infant son. Heaven forgive me if I became so fond of my darling charge that I paid no attention to you, my partner in this trust. Year after year, you dip the estate with your sham improvements and your false accounts. You lower the rents to impoverish the income so that it might not suffice to pay the interest on the mortgages.
Go on, sir, go on, sir. I wish I had a witness here. I'd make you pay for this. Is there anything more?
There is. You hope to buy the lad's inheritance for an old song when it is sold. Thus, you fulfill the trust confided in you by your benefactor, his poor father, whose hand you held as he expired in my arms. Thus, you have kept the oath to the death.
And, Father Dolan, would not the whole estate have gone to the Crown as the estate of an escaped felon? Only I came in and got the family to sign it over to me in trust before sentence was passed.
Yes, to sign it over to you in trust to these two girls, his sister and his betrothed.
And, Father, were you not there too? Did you not help to persuade him? And were you not witness to the deed also?
I was. I helped you to defraud the orphan boy. And since then, I've been a witness as to how you have robbed these helpless women.
But Father, you see, I only have good intentions. I want a whole lot of the land to return to them. That's why I want you to put in a good word for me with Miss O'Neill. And then everything could be settled. Everything can be mended in that way, Father.
I'd rather raid the Sarahs over her grave and watch the sods falling on her coffin than say the holy words that would make you her wife.
'Tis false.
It's true, and the truth is stored in my soul.
Some craven-hearted cur has confessed to him. Very well, sir. So be it. These girls then shall be turned out on the road, homeless and poor.
Not homeless, not when I have a roof over me, not beggars. I thank God who provides me with the crust to share with them.
How can he know that I had a part in Robert Folliot's conviction? Who can have turned tail on me?
Wait, sir.
Who's that? Harvey Love?
I saw your copy tied below at the hedge. I knew it was yourself that was in it. I've got some great news. Great news entirely. News enough to burst the budget.
Oh, you're always finding a mare's nest.
I've got one now with a devil's egg in it.
Go on, out with it.
There was a fire lit in Blackgarn Head the other night. You know what that means?
Usually a signal to some smuggler that the coast is clear and that they can land their cargo.
Divil a kid was landed from that ship. Barring only one thing. Barring only one man that was put to shore. There was only one thing that was put to shore, and that was Khan, the Shaughraun. It was he who lit the signal. It was he who lit the signal, and it was he who carried the man ashore. I saw it all, lying on the flat of my stomach at the top of the cliff.
Well,
looking down on the pier at the below.
Well, what's all this to mean?
Wait, sure, I'm hatching the egg for you. Who's that, says I, that Con would hold as tender as a mother would hold a child in her arms? Who's that that's been capering all across the world like a dog unloosed? Who's that, says I, that he would hold in his arms as if it was Moya Dolan herself? Instead of a ragged sailor boy.
And did you find out who it was?
I got shut up behind the bushes along the pathway up the cliff. They came close to me, talking low, but I could hear his voice and I saw his face as plain as I see you now.
Saw whom?
Robert Folliot, 'twas himself, I tell you.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? How could I forget the face that turned to me in court when they passed sentence on him on my evidence? Or the voice that said, if there's justice in heaven, you and I will meet at this side of the grave. And then he says to me, have your soul ready. And the look he gave me shriveled up my soul, like a boiled coffee you'd pick out of a pin. Am I sure? I wish I was as sure as heaven.
He has escaped from the penal settlement. And where would he come to but here? Into the trap baited by the girl he loves.
There'll be a price off the current, sir, and you put it in my way to earn an honest penny. They'd hang him this time. And they'd hang him this time, wouldn't they? And I know well.
Listen. Do you know why I was in Dublin? I heard a rumour that Her Majesty was going to pardon the Fenian prisoners.
Murder alive, I'm a corpse.
I presented myself to the secretary. He mistook my fear for a hope. He says, yes, I'm expecting the dispatch any day now. I wish you joy.
Ha! Be generous, I'd love to see in your face when you got that pothole in the gob.
Robert Folliot escaped. He would turn all his estate into chancery.
Where would he throw me?
He's a fugitive convict still. Nobody else knows about this. You find out where he is hiding out with the Shaughraun. You come down to Ballyragget House for further instructions. Go! Now! Robert Folliot returned. He'll turn my whole life upside down. He'll have all the soldiers upon us. He will reclaim his estate. 'Tis true for Harvey Duff. 'Tis life and death with me and him. Life with Art O'Neill, or death to him that parts us.
last the hour one Con promised to return. I left him in a Clancy's rocks together, in search of the seabird's eggs, and waited for cockles in the strand below. Your faithful Shaughraun to ramble with you. How many a lecture from my dear old tutor, Father Dolan, who told me I ought to be ashamed of my love for the Shaughraun. My heart was not so much to blame after all.
Hello!
That's not his voice.
Hello!
Why, it's a man in the uniform of an officer. Take care, sir. Don't go down that path. Turn to the right. Go around that boulder. That's the road. Egad, another step and he would have gone over the cliff. He is some stranger who's lost his way.
What an infernal country! First I was nearly smothered in a bog, and then thanks to you, my good fellow, I've escaped breaking my neck. Do you know the way to Ballyragget? How far is it to the barracks?
2 miles.
Irish miles, of course.
I shall be happy to show you the road, but regret, I cannot be your guide. The safest for a stranger is by the cliff to Shaughraun.
But I've just come from there.
From Shaughraun.
I shall not regret to revisit the place. Charming spot. I passed the sweetest hour of my life there.
And you saw the lady of the house, I presume?
Pardon me, I mistook your yachting costume. Perhaps you are acquainted with Miss Folliot.
Yes, but we have not met for some time. I thought you referred to I mean Miss O'Neill.
Oh, she is charming indeed, but Miss Folliot is an angel. She has so occupied my thoughts that I've lost my way. In fact, instead of going straight home, I've been revolving in an orbit around that house by a kind of centrifugal attraction, of which she is the centre.
Well then, let us drink to Miss Claire Folliot and Miss Art O'Neill.
With pleasure, if you can supply the opportunity. Ah, I see you are provided. Allow me to present myself, Captain Mullins of the 49th. Here's to Miss Claire Folliot.
Here's to Miss Art O'Neill.
Oh, pardon me. I did not catch your name.
I did not mention it.
This liquor is American whiskey, I perceive.
Do you find anything wrong about it?
Nothing whatsoever. But it reminds me of a duty I have to perform. We have orders to capture a dangerous person who has or will land on this coast. And these rocks are just the type of place he might find refuge.
Not at all unlikely. I'll keep a lookout for him.
I propose to return here tonight with a fine of men. Here's to your health.
Sir, accept my regards. Here's good luck to you.
Good night. What's that?
'Tis a ring at the bell. A friend of mine is waiting for me on the cliff above. 'Tis Con.
Beg pardon. Farewell.
Stop. You might not fare well if you send that path alone.
Why not?
Because my friend is waiting at the top, and if he seen you coming out alone, he'd think that I'd been caught. And egad, the Shaughraun might poach the captain.
And if he met me, what then?
You see, the poor fellow was mad on one point. He can't bear the sight of one colour, and that is red. Con's mother was frightened by a mad bull, and the minute he sees a bit of scarlet, such for example as your coat there, the bull breaks out in him, and he might toss you over the cliff edge. So by your leave.
This is the most extraordinary country I've ever been in.
Oh dear, I've spent for the cow. Oh, I've fed the pig. Oh, my uncle be wanting his hay now. Why not assign a con the past 3 nights, whatever's come to him?
Is that yourself, Maya? I've come to see if that vagabond of mine isn't around here somewhere.
Oh, sure, why would he be here? Hasn't he a home of his own, huh?
Shaughraun is his home when he's not in jail. His father died of the drink, you know. I'm afraid Con's going to go the same way.
But I thought your husband was drowned at sea.
Oh, bless him, so he was.
Isn't that a queer way of dying of drink?
Oh, the best of men he was. And when he was sober. Oh, never a
did you say? He never was sober.
Oh, never. And Con is taken after him.
Mother.
What?
Well, I'm afeard I'll take after Con.
Oh, heaven bless and protect you again. You're a grand decent girl, Maya. And you deserve the best of husbands.
Red Dim's the ones that only gets the worst. More betokens yourself, Mrs. O'Kelly.
Sure, Con never did a decent day's work in his life. All he ever did was drinking and sporting and shooting and fishing and lovemaking.
Sure, that's how the quality pass their lives.
When a poor man sports the soul of a gentleman, he's called a blackguard.
There's somebody talking about me. Oh, I dare to come here. Oh, what's the mother making little of me? Don't believe a word that comes out of her. She's jealous, a devil a haper place. She's choking with it now this very minute just because she sees my arms about her. She's as proud of me as an old hen that's got a duck for a chicken. How do you wish now, Mother? Wipe your mouth and give me a kiss.
Come, what have you been after? The police were in my cabin early this morning looking for you. They say you stole Squire Foley's horse.
Stole his horse? Should the beast still safe and sound in his paddock this minute?
They said you stole him for the day to go hunting.
Well, here's a pretty thing for a horse to run away with a man's character like this. Oh, Maura, may I never die in sin, but this was the way of it. I was standing by old Foley's gate when I heard the cry of the hounds coming across the tail end of the bog. And there they were, my dear, spread out like the tail of a paycock, and the finest dog fox you'd ever seen sailing ahead of them up the boring and right across the churchyard. It was enough to raise the inhabitants. Well, as I looked, who should come up with their head over the gate beside me? Only the squire's brown mare. Divil a thing I said to her, nor she to me, for the hounds had lost their scent. We knew by their yelp and whine as they hunted among the gravestones. When whist the fox went by us, I leapt on the gate and gave a shriek of a bugle low to the whip. In a minute, the pack got the scent again and the whole field came roaring past. The mare lost her head and tore the gate. Stop, says I, you devil, as I slipped the taste of a rope over her head and into her mouth. Now, mind the colour of the bait, she was quiet in a minute. Come home now, says I, easy, and I threw the leg across her. Begobbers, no sooner was I on her bare back than, oh, holy rockets, she was over the gate, tearing like mad after the hounds. Yoink, says I, come back, the type of the world, where are you taking me to? As she went through the 100 fields and laid me beside none other than the master of the hounds, Squire Foley himself. He turned the colour of his leather breeches. Mother move, says he, it's a kind of shotgun of my brown mare. Bad luck to me, says I, 'tis no one else. You stole my horse, said the squire. That's a lie, says I, for 'twas your horse stole me. What did he say to that then? Oh, I couldn't stop to hear, for just then we took a stone wall and a double ditch together, and he stopped behind to keep him engaged with you in the ditch.
Well, you'll get a month in jail for this.
Well, 'twas worth it.
Con, what are you doing here? Don't you know Father Dolan forbids you this place?
Lord bless him, I know it well. But I've brought something with me tonight that'll get me absolution. I've left it with the ladies of Shulabeg, but they will bring it up here to share with his reverence.
Oh, and what is it?
Go down, mother, and see. And when you see it, keep your tongue between your teeth, if one of your sex can.
Oh, you're a queer mortal.
Oh, Conrad, I'm afeard my uncle won't see you.
Maya!
See there, he's calling me. Go in, tell him he's stravaging outside till he's soft. Now, Conrad, wait his little down.
But sure, never fear. He'll be always telling me my heart is too near me mouth.
I hope no one will ever measure that distance but me, my jewel.
Well, Con, you see those flowers? I picked them by the wayside as I came along, and I put them to my breast. But sure, they're dead already. Killed by the heat of my heart. And so maybe with you. If I put you there, won't the life go out of your love? I think I'd be better off if I left you where you were.
Oh,
for another girl to make a posy me. My darling, my. Sure, if I was one of them flowers and you were to pass me by like that, I do believe that I would pluck myself and walk after you on my own stalk.
What's keeping Maya so long outside? Maya!
Oh, yes, Uncle. Here's your tea. Sure, I was waiting for the kettle to boil.
I thought I heard voices outside.
Oh, no. That was only the pig.
And I heard somebody singing.
Oh, sure, that was the kettle, Uncle.
Well, go tell the kettle, go tell the pig not to come here inside until he's cured. And if I hear any strange kettles singing around here, so my own kettle will boil over.
Oh, sure, Uncle. Oh, look, you put your fire out.
I see now, Maya. That ragamuffin from Concher, he'll be a rude. What makes you so fond of the rope?
Well, all the babies I got for him when I was a child, and all the harsh words you gave me since.
Has he one good quality under heaven? So if he has, maybe I'll forgive him.
He loves me.
Love! So I think that word covers more sin than charity. I think I hear it raining outside. I'm sure I wouldn't put a dog out on such a night. You could let him stand in there in the wet, but don't let him open his mouth. And give me a cup of tea now, Maya, and hopefully it'll be stronger than the last one.
Oh, but what'll I do? He wants his tea stronger, and sure I've no more tea in the house.
Drop of that hard stuff to make him soft.
Well, haven't you a word to say for yourself?
Divil a one, your reverence.
You're going to ruin,
I am bad luck to me.
and you want to take a decent girl along with you.
I'm a vagabond entirely.
What sort of a life do you lead? What's your occupation? Stealing salmon out of the river of a night?
No, sir, I'm not as bad as that. Well, I confess to a couple of trout. Sure, the salmon is out of season.
And don't you go poaching the grouse on the hillside?
Oh, divil a lie in it, I do.
Do you know where all this leads to?
Well, along with the grouse, I'll go to pot.
Maya, bless me. This taste is rather strong. It's curious taste.
Maybe it's the water that's to blame in regard to being smoked.
It smells of whiskey.
Oh, it's not the tea that smells, sir, it's me.
That reminds me. Didn't you make me a promise last Easter? A blessed promise made on your 2 knees that you'd live off the drink.
I did, barring one thimbleful a day, just to take the fruity out of the water.
Just one. I made that allowance, no more.
God bless you, you did. And I kept my word.
Kept your word? How dare you say that? Didn't I see you 10 days later, stretched out, drunk as a fiddler, at Tim O'Malley's wake?
Oh, you did bad luck to me.
And you took only 1 thimbleful?
Give it a drop more. See this asshole, when you listen to me, I'll tell you how it was. When they asked me to the wake, I went. I wouldn't say it, I went. There was the Mullaneys, the Maloneys, the Mulcahy's.
I don't want to hear about that. Come back to the drink.
Oh, of course, I came to that soon enough. Well, sir, when after blessing the cleaners and the rest of them, I couldn't despise a drink out of respect to the corpse, long life to it. But by, says I, I'm on a ponion, says I, is there a thimble in the house, says I, for divil a drop more than the full, and it'll pass my lips this blessed day. Well, as the devil's luck would have it, there was only one thimble in the place, and 'twas a tailor's thimble, and they couldn't get it full. They got me full first.
Con, I think that liquor is the least of your doings. We've lost sight of you recently for more than 6 months. In what jail did you pass that time?
I was on my travels.
Where?
Round the world. See, sir, after the master was took and they sent him away, the heart seemed to go out of me entirely. I stand by the sea, look out over it and see the ship sailing away to where he might be, and till the longing got too big for my body. So one night, I hopped into the Coast Guard's boat, stuck up a sail and went to sea.
Bless the boy. You didn't think you'd get to Australia in a skiff.
I didn't think it all. I went. All night I tossed about, and the next day, and that night, until at daylight, I came across a big ship. Stop, says I! Take me aboard! I'm out of my force! They whipped me on deck and took me aboard the captain. Where'd you come from, says he. Shaughraun, says I. I'll be obliged for you to leave me somewhere handy by there. You'll have to go to Melbourne first, says he. Then anywhere in County Sligo. Why, yeah, I'm a don, says he. You won't see home for 6 months. Then I set up a weird screw. Poor devil, says the captain. I'm sorry for you, but you must cross the ocean. What sort of work can you do best? I can play the fiddle, says I. Take him for hand and be good to him, and so they did. And that's how I got my passage to Australia.
You rogue. You boarded that ship on purpose.
I had to get nearer the young master. And then did you find him, Con?
I did, and oh, sir, when he laid eyes on me, he put his 2 arms around my neck and sobbed and clung to me like when we were children together. What brings you here, says he. Bring you back with me, says I. That's impossible, for I am watched. So are the salmon on the glen of Eye, says I, but I get him. So is the grouse and cayman A, but I poach him. And now I come to poach you, says I. And I did it.
Is this the truth you're telling me? You found him?
Safe and in fine condition.
Escaped and free. Tell me.
Oh, Edgar, he must speak for himself now.
Mother Golden.
Robert, my darling boy. Oh, blessed day. Do I hold it in my heart again?
There's nobody looking.
He has been riding the seashore among the rocks a whole day and 2 nights, all alone with seaweed for his bed. And he would not stop at Shaughraun to taste a morsel. He'd come here to see you first.
Come near the fire. Moya, hurry now and put food on the table. Sit you down here now, and let me see you gathered around me once again. And for me, I cannot offer you a glass of wine, or warm you welcome with a glass of liqueur, for I haven't got a bottle left in the house. Oh, the rogue!
We may thank poor Con who contrived my escape. I made my way across to America.
But how did you escape, Con?
Oh, easy enough, they turned me out. Turned you out? As if I were a stray cat. Very well, Ballymulligan is my parish, says I. I am a pauper. Send me or give me board and wages where I am. Oh no, says they, we've Irish enough here already. Then send me back to Sligo, says I. And they did.
They might take you for a cat, for you seem always to fall upon your legs.
I can't get over my surprise to see my blessed child here by my side. Now, we'll all drink to his health.
Which thimble am I to drink out of?
The tailor's a retrobate. Now, are you ready? Here's to his health, and may he have long life ahead of him, and may heaven watch him.
Oh, there! What was it? Oh, how pale you are!
The face! I saw the face! There, the window! The same I saw when I was in the dock.
Oh, Robert, you dream!
The police spy, harvied up. 'Twas his white face pressed against the glass yonder, glaring at me. Can it be a vision?
Oh, it was. You're weak, dear. Eat, recover your strength. Oh, wasn't a face? That's an empty stomach.
It gave my heart a turn. You must be right. The disorder of my brain must be so.
The night is very dark. Well, nothing. I thought so. Come, now refresh yourself.
Maya, there was somebody there.
How do you know? Did you see him?
No, but I left Tatters outside.
Your dog. But sure, why didn't he bark?
He couldn't. I found this in his mouth.
What's that?
The state of a man's breeches.
My visit here must be a short one. The vessel that landed me here is now standing off and on the coast, awaiting my signal to take me away again.
I'm afraid your arrival was expected by the authorities. They're on the watch.
I know they are. I've had a chat with one of them on the subject. And a very nice fellow the authorities seem to be. and a great admirer of my rebel sister there.
Captain Molyneux.
He and I met at the Coot's Nest last night.
How dare the fellow speak about me?
Look at her. She is ablaze. Her face is the same colour as his coat.
Oh, Robert, you're worse than he is.
I could listen to him all night.
Oh, so could I.
Quick, sir, away with us! Dive the red coats around us!
Fly, Robert, fly!
Here, through the kitchen out by the garden. No, the back door is watched by a couple of them. Is it locked?
Please, fast!
Give me your hat and coat. I'll make a dash for it. Tackles will attend to one. I'll stretch the other. And the rest will give me chase. Thinking it's yourself that's in it. And you could slip out unbeknownst.
I says it's too late.
Let's hide behind the dresser, Robert. There's just enough room in it for you. Quick, Robert, quick, save yourself if you can. Oh, I wish I was a man. I wouldn't give him up without a fight.
Oh, I got the blood of the owl stock within her. I'm ready, sir.
Put that down and open the door.
I deeply regret to disturb your house at such an hour, but my duty is imperative. The convict has escaped penal servitude and landed on this coast, and I am charged with his capture. Miss Folliott, I am sorry to be obliged to undertake such a painful duty in your presence and in yours, Miss O'Neill.
Especially, sir, when the man you seek is my brother and my fiancé.
Believe me, I would exchange places with him if I could.
Please, sir, the mad dog, sir. Send the back doors before we ran off.
Tatters was obliged to perform his painful duty.
Call off the dog, Con. Moya, open the back door.
Your assurance gives me hope that we have been misled.
Yes, the house is small, sir. Have your men search it.
I shall be obliged to visit every room, sound every piece of furniture, from the roof to the cellar, but the indignity of the proceedings is more offensive to my feelings than it can be to yours. Father, I will accept your simple assurance that the man you're in search of is not in the house. Give me that, and I will withdraw my men.
Thank you. Save him, sir, save him.
Oh God, please help me in this great temptation.
You will not betray him. Speak, say he's not here.
I await your reply.
She will take my word.
The lad, the person that you're seeking, my poor boy. Oh, for mercy's sake, please don't ask. He has been here, but...
He's gone. He left before we arrived.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, he went away before he came here at all.
Have I your word, sir, as a priest, that Robert Folliott is not under this roof?
No, sir. Robert Folliott is here.
I'm very sorry for this. Secure your prisoner.
What have I done? What have I done?
Be easy, father. Sure, he would rather the iron on his hand than you the sin upon your soul.
Did he resist?
Give me a glass of spirits.
Recover yourself. Is he wounded?
Give it a scratch, but I am.
Where?
Never mind.
Oh, you look faint. Here, sit down.
No, I'm easy on my feet.
And how did it happen?
Well, I was peeping through the keyhole of the kitchen door when.
Well, how was he taken, I mean?
Oh, sad. Oh. I did not wait to see. For when I had my own face pressed up against the window, his own turned as white as your shirt. I believe he knew me.
Impossible. With that wig on you and your whiskers shaved, your own mother wouldn't recognise you.
No, she would not. The last time I went home, she pelted me with a poker. But the people around here figured out I was Harvey Duff. There wouldn't be a piece left of me as big as the one left in that mouth of that devil of a dog.
Never fear, my good fellow. I'll take care of you.
And is it yourself you'll be taken care of, Mr. Kinchela? Mind me now, there's a pair of us. For there's a pair of us now. For as I am drove, you must travel.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've been part of this game to chase young Folliot out of his liberty, his estate, now his wife. Where's my share?
Your share of what?
Oh, not the wife. Keep her and welcome. But where's my share of the money?
Were you not amply paid at the time for doing your duty?
My duty? My duty?
Yes, your duty?
Well, it's my duty to come down here dressed as a Fenian delegate and pass myself off as a head centre and swear them in and denounce them. Who gave me the office to trap young Folliot? Who sent Andy Donovan across the Salt Sea in chains, leaving a young wife to die in a madhouse?
Shh, not so loud!
Do you remember the curse of Bridget Madigan when they sent her only son away on my evidence? Take some of that and give me back what I earned.
You want a share of my fortune?
A share of our fortune?
Listen, every penny I have is invested in this estate. If Robert Folliot should return a free man and reclaim his estate, I wouldn't have as much as would cover my brogues. When I came back here tonight, there was this letter from London, from the Home Office, on Her Majesty's service. With regard to your inquiries concerning Robert Folliot undergoing penal servitude, I am directed by His Lordship to inform you that His Majesty was pleased to extend a full pardon to the Fenians.
Pardon? I'm a corpse!
But as Robert Folliot has effected his escape, the pardon will not extend to him unless he should reconstitute himself a prisoner.
Oh Lord, that's exactly what he has done. He's given himself up.
Was he not captured?
No, bad luck to us. Our scheme to catch him only qualified him for a pardon.
Oh, what an infernal trick fate has played on us.
Ah, sure, the devil will have his joke.
His return here marks your death warrant and my ruin.
I'll take the next ship to foreign parts.
Stay. Still, this news is just known to ourselves.
But it'll be all over Ireland in 2 days' time, and he'll be free. What'll I do? What'll I do? Where'll I go? Tear alive. Oh, I know. I swear an information against myself and get sent to jail for protection.
Listen, I have a plan. Can I rely on you for help?
I'll do anything short of murder, but I can always get someone else to do that for me. What's to be done?
I will visit him in prison. And we will plan an attempt at escape. What would be more natural but that he should be killed in the attempt?
Soldiers won't throw a trigger on him, Baron. There's a magistrate there to give the order.
No, but the police will. You go to the police barracks in Sligo. Tell our fellows there that you expect an attempt at escape. After what happened in Clerkenwell prison and the Manchester prison ban, it will warrant extreme measures.
But the police won't fire unless he defends himself.
No, but he will.
How will he get the arms?
I'll give them to him.
Oh, Corrie Kinchela, the devil must be proud of you.
But first we must round up our own fellows. You get our henchmen. Bring them up to the Coot's Nest. Keep them there, clean, ready and sober, overnight. Come to me in the morning at Ballyragget House. For further instructions. This is all starting to come together. He's fallen into her trap, and it can't fail now. It can't fail!
Harvey Duff, take your friend's advice. Get out of here as quick as you can. Take your little pickings and patches across the sea. Find a place where a rogue can live peaceably. Have some show and a chance of making an honourable living. Kinchela.
would do no good. And only spoil your brown eyes.
What good of my eyes if I can't see him? Let me cry and God help me. What else can I do? If only I could see him, speak to him, 1 minute. Do you think they'd let me in?
I have sent a letter to the barracks. Moya has carried it.
Oh, if only you'd sent Claire instead of Moya. Had she pleaded for it, he would not refuse her. But I could not go. Why not? I could not ask that Englishman a favour.
You speak unkindly and unjustly. He acted with a gentle forbearance and a respect for my character and our sorrow. I cannot forget.
Nor can I.
It left a deep impression on my heart.
Yes, a bitter curse from the day I ever laid eyes on him. Oh, Claire, you wrong him. Surely I've no cause to regard him as a friend, but you did not see the tears in his eyes when I appealed to his mercy, didn't I?
Poor fellow. He suffered for what he was obliged to do. You shouldn't hate the man.
I don't, and that's what ails me. Are you mad? I am. I've tried to hate him, but I can't. Do you think I was blind to all you saw? I've tried to shut him out, but I can only shut him in. I could not shut him out. I hate his country and his people.
You were never there.
Never, and I wish they had never been here. Particularly this fellow who has the impudence to upset all of my principles with his chalky smile and his bloodless courtesy. I can't stand the ineffable resignation with which he makes a fool of himself and me. Well, have you seen him? Can't you speak?
I will when I get my breath. Oh, yes, I saw him. Oh, how lovely.
Stop that. We know all about that. Where is his answer? Quick.
He's bringing it himself.
Oh, we don't want him here. Did you see the young master?
Oh, no, miss. No one was letting to see him.
What kept you so long then?
Oh, well, Ron came back with me, and knowing you don't want him around here. Oh, well, I was trying to get away from him. That's what kept me. Sure, he was at my heels all the way. And Tatters at his heels. You know, nice little stream we met along the road.
Where is he?
Oh, he's outside with Tatters.
The pair of vagabonds. Why does he not go home?
Alright, this old one is no consolation.
Is the fellow so insensible to our sorrow that he sets us to the tune of a jug of punch?
Don't blame poor Tom. The boy is so full of sport that I believe he would sing at his own funeral.
Oh, long life to you, mister, the kind words.
Where have you been all night?
Where would I be? But under his prison windy, keeping up his heart with the songs and the diversion.
The diversion?
Sure, I had all the soldiers dancing to my fiddle, and then I put Tackles through all his tricks. I had them all in fits of laughing when I made him dance to my tunes. That's the way the master knew I was waiting on him. He guessed what I was at for when I struck up, "Oh, where's the slave so lowly?" He answered inside it, "My lodgings is on the cold ground." And then, when I made Tackles dance to "Tell me for the sorrow in your heart," till I thought they'd have died with the fun, he sang back with, "The girl I left behind," meaning yourself, Miss Art. And I pretended that the tears running down my nose was at the laughing.
I did you great wrong. I ask your pardon.
But what is to be done?
Oh, I've only to whisper 5 words at the crossroads and I'd go bail I'd have him out of that before night.
Yes, you'd rise the country to attack the barracks and rescue him. I will not give countenance to violence.
It's the shortest way out. Any way but that.
Oh, Con, will you come into my kitchen? I've had nothing to eat since yesterday.
Yes, my heart, for I've had that in my mouth all the night.
Here he comes.
There's a knock at the door.
'Tis he. I know that.
Why did you not let him in?
Because I was trying to keep him out.
Good day, sir. I ventured to intrude in person to bring you this order, necessary to obtain admission to see Mr. Folliot, and I may entreat you to bear me no ill will for the painful duty I had to perform last night.
Oh, no, sir. You would deprive us of a limb. And I suppose you performed the operation professionally well. Have you come for your fee in the form of our gratitude?
For forgive her, sir. Claire, this is too bad.
Oh no, not at all. Pray, don't mention it, I assure you.
But this is signed by Mr. Kinchela. Are we to be indebted to him for the favour?
The prisoner is now in the custody of the civil power, and Mr. Kinchela is the magistrate of the district.
Come out. Come, Claire.
We are grateful to you, very grateful for the kindness you have shown in our affliction. Don't mind her.
Don't mind her. I wish I did not. May I be permitted to accompany you?
To the prison? Would you have the people about here believe that I am in custody? A fine figure I'd make hanging on the arm of the policeman who arrested my brother.
You cannot make me feel more acutely than I do the misery of my condition. I did not sleep a wink last night.
And how many winks do you suppose I got?
Do you reproach me with my gentleness?
I do. You do not even leave us the luxury of complaint.
I try to act with as much tenderness as the nature of my position would allow.
You do not even allow us to remain and to rest in our home without our dear brother beside us.
Really, I don't understand you.
No wonder I don't understand myself.
Well, if you don't understand yourself, Miss Folliot, you shall understand me. You oblige me to take refuge from your cruelty, place myself under the protection of your generosity. You extort from me a confession which I believe is premature, for our acquaintance has been short.
And not sweet.
I asked your pity for my position last night when I was obliged to arrest the brother of the woman I love.
Captain Molyneux, do you mean to insult me? Oh, sir, you know I am a friendless girl alone in this house, my brother in a jail. I have no protection.
Miss Folliot, Claire!
Did you call, miss?
No!
I thought I heard the screech.
Go away, I don't want you here.
Ah, Con, don't you see what's the matter? No, now you're an Amagon. Come out of that and I'll tell you.
There, do you see what you have exposed me to? What must those pair think of us? Is it not enough that you play the part of executioner of my brother, but you must add to it the scene of outrage on me?
Forgive me. I asked you most humbly. If I said I'd give my heart's blood to the last to spare one of your tears, you may feel the avowal was an offence. What can I say, Miss Folliot? Don't cry so bitterly. Forget what I have done.
I can't.
On my knees, I implore your pardon. I go away and never see you again. Heaven bless you. Farewell.
Don't go!
Did I hear right? You bid me stay?
Am I mad?
I am here, Miss Folliot.
I will forgive you on one condition.
Accept whatever it may be.
Save my brother.
I do my best. Anything else?
Never speak of love to me again.
Never, never. On my honor, I will never.
He is free.
And then, may I?
Not a word until then.
Not a word.
I am Kinchela, the magistrate. I need to see the prisoner. He must be removed to police quarters.
We've got to get rid of him. It is the police service. I might not have like it.
I will know by his reaction to me if the girls have been speaking to me about him or not.
Kinchla, my dear friend, I knew you would not fail me.
I'm all right. Pardon me, Mr. Folliot. You forget your position and mine. I represent Her Majesty's service here as Justice of the Peace, and any friendship that once united us ceased when you became a Fenian rebel.
Do I hear right? Your letters to me sound the most devoted.
You may leave us, Sergeant. Forgive me, Master, in the presence of that good fellow. I was obliged to play the role of the magistrate.
Gad, you took my breath away.
And didn't I do it well? The devotion I have for you and the care that you left within my charge means that I'm permanently under suspicion. I'm always being watched, and because of that, I'm obliged to put on airs.
You?
Yes, they believe it of me. That I'm the greatest blackguard. Why, even your sister, Miss O'Neill, all the men and women in the county of Sligo, they believe me and hate me for it. Why, even your sister and Miss O'Neill took offence at my performance.
No.
They believe I am obliged, but I'm obliged to appear, and hate me for it, and consider me a blackguard.
You, my best friend.
Yes, hard to believe. But I couldn't reveal my plan to them, for if I did, you know what women are like. They couldn't keep a secret.
But surely Father told them.
Oh, he's as bad as any woman.
Forgive them.
I do.
The time will come when they will repent their usage of you.
It will. Wisht, you must escape.
It is impossible. How? When?
Tonight, for tomorrow you'll be moved to the jail and it won't be as easy. Is that ship that landed you still within reach?
Every night, at 8 o'clock, she runs in and off the coast. A bonfire lighted on Rathgarn Head is to be the signal for her to send in her skiff under the ruins of St. Bridget's Abbey to take me on board.
That fire will be lighted and you will be there to meet it.
Do you indeed mean this, Kinchla? Will you risk this for my sake?
Why, I would lay down my life for your sake, Master.
What am I to do?
First of all, you must promise me that you will not mention this plan to either your sister, to Miss O'Neill, or particularly not to Father Dolan.
Must I play a part to deceive them?
Your life and liberty and mine are dependent upon it.
I give you the promise.
Okay. Tonight, you will be changed to the old gate tower, a new cell. When you get there, after dark, you will take this chisel. The back wall is only 1 inch thick. You can work your way out through it.
Are there no sentinels posted there?
No, but if you need to clear your road, you can use this. I'll put Harvey Duff there. That'll be an end to him.
No. Take it back. I will not buy my liberty at the price of any man's life. Ah, but stay. The signal on Rathgarn Head. Who will light the bonfire? Hark. 'Tis come. Do you hear? Ah, poor fellow. He is playing them under your window, darling. Ah, I can employ him. But how will he do it? How will I send him word?
You will not betray me.
No. Be at Rathgarn Head tonight. What signal can I give him that he'll be able to hear us see across the bay?
You will hear 2 gunshots from St. Bridget's Abbey. That will be the signal to light the fire.
When you hear 2 gunshots, for that purpose, I accept it.
And for my purposes, he will be hung for shooting Harvey Duff, and I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Beg the sentry to come here.
What are you going to do, Master?
Oh, you'll see.
Here's the sergeant.
Will you give these few coins to the fiddler outside and tell the man to move on?
The men who told you about the police. There's Father Dolan and Miss O'Neill outside. They've got a pass to see you.
Show them in.
Now, do not listen to a word they say about me, or any manner they have towards me.
Oh, no, not I. I know you better.
Robert! Kinchla!
I am surprised to find you here, sir.
Do you hear?
All right.
You do not know this man.
Oh, yes, he does. I've made a clean breast of it.
Yes, he has told me all.
I've told him how I've deceived you and led you astray, and all for my own good and my own plunder. Trying to make a bigger devil of me than I've made of myself. Farewell.
When St. Patrick made a clean sweep of all the venomous reptiles in Ireland, some of the vermin must have found refuge in the bodies of men such as that.
Those are the first uncharitable words I've ever heard you utter.
Heaven forgive me for it, and him. You're right. My vocation is to pray for sinners, not revile them.
And mine to comfort you, and not to bring our complaints to add to your misfortune.
Hold up your hearts. Mine is full of hope.
Hope? Where do you find it?
In her eyes. You may as well ask me where I find love. I was stood liberated on American soil. The chains were on my soul when I stretched it longing across the ocean towards my home. But now, I'm in prison. This narrow cell here is Ireland. I breathe my native air and am free.
They would send you back again.
The future belongs to heaven. The present is ours to hold.
I think I was wrong to come here at all. I feel like a mourning band on a white hat.
So it's a step, but we ordered to shift your quarters. You occupy the room in the old gate tower. The guard is waiting, so when you are ready.
I'm ready to accompany you.
Must we leave you?
For the present, but we shall soon meet again. Now, will you indulge in a strange humour of mine? You know the ruins of St. Bridget's Abbey, where we have so often sat together.
How can I forget it? We go there often. The place is full of you.
Go there tonight at 9 o'clock.
I'll offer up a prayer at the old shrine.
Aye, with all my heart, for I may want it.
What do you mean? There's something mischief going on. I know it by his eye. He used to wear the same look when he was trying to give me the slip from Latin grammar to go and play truant with Con the Shaughraun.
Ask me nothing, for I can only answer you one word. Hope.
It's the finest word in the Irish language.
There's finer. Faith.
And love is the mother of those heavenly twins. I declare, my heart is lifted up between you, as if your young ones wear its wings.
Good night, and not for the last time.
I leave my heart with you. God bless you.
Good night.
Remember, tonight at the Abbey.
9 o'clock.
I shall be there. Hush. You gave the money to the fiddler?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I forgot! Con can't read. What will he do to decipher my note? I must trust to his cunning to get to the contents. One way or another, my fate will be decided tonight. Now, Sergeant, I'm ready to accompany you at the gate tower.
There's writing upon it. Himself has sent me a letter. Well, it's the first one I ever got. And, well, to be sure, I'd know more about it if there was nothing on it. But it's the writing that bothers me.
Is that you, Con?
Oh, I wish it was someone else who had book learning.
What have you there?
It's a letter the master was after writing to me.
Oh, and what's in it?
Tuppence was in it for postage. That's all I made out of it.
I mean, what does it say?
Read it.
You know I can't.
Oh, you ignorant old woman.
I know I am, but I took care to send you to school, even though the sixpence a week it cost me was pinched out of my stomach and off my back.
Well, the Lord be praised you had it to spare anyway.
Go on now, Con, and stop making fun of your owl mother and tell me, what does the young master say?
In the letter?
Yes.
Murder, what'll I do? Now, mind it's a secret. Bleep diddly oten goten bobo is feet and happen. Any minute diddly you are any minute diddly you are
That's not in English.
No, it's in writing. Now, take that yourself.
Con, there's some project on foot tonight to rescue my brother. Don't deny it. He's almost confessed as much to Father Dolan. Tell me the truth.
Oh, I wouldn't deceive you. Now, I promise not to say a word about it, but there it is. Read it for yourself.
Yes, 'tis his hand.
I know it in a minute.
It's in pencil.
Told you, wasn't in English.
Be at Rathgarren Head tonight beside the tar barrel. When you hear 2 gunshots in St. Bridget's Abbey, light the fire.
There now, you wouldn't believe me when I read that to you 2 minutes ago. The signal that's to tell the ship out at sea beyond to send a boat ashore to take him off.
Oh, it's not trying to escape from jail, he is.
He told my cousin to be in the ruins tonight.
There's to be a scrimmage tonight, not in it. I'm to be sent away like this. Oh, this is too hard for me entirely. Oh, if only I could find someone to take my place and fire the signal. I'd have him out of jail this night if I had to tear a hole in the wall with my 5 fingers.
I'll take her place.
You will.
Oh, Miss Clare, don't go. Oh, there'll be gunshots and baggonets and... this is one of Con's devilments. So we'll be all murdered, and what will we do?
Will you hold your wrist?
No, I won't. And I'll inform again you before I see you get into trouble again. And then maybe you'll get off easy.
Here comes the captain. For heaven's sake, when you pacify her, she will betray us.
Well, come inside, mother darling. There, I'll stop with you for the night. Well, that is your mind, you unsensible old woman.
Can't you? You're all I have in the world. And I'll be left all alone if you're taken from me.
Then the both of us will be 2 widdies together.
Oh.
Don't you hear Miss Clare's going to take my place?
Oh, heaven bless and protect every hair on your head, miss. And won't you spend one night by the mother's fireside?
And I'll play all the tunes you love best to my fiddle till I warm the cockles of your old heart. She's the flout and I's the vinegar, she's the flout and I's the vinegar, she's the flout and I's the vinegar, order to dance the vinegar's ball.
I have invited the captain to pass the evening at Shaughraun.
I may not desert my post to the police from Sligo relieve me of my charge.
He'll not be persuaded. But your soldiers are there.
Soldiers will not act without orders. Besides, my men have such a distaste for the business that it is my belief if left to defend their prisoner against an attempt to rescue him, they would disgrace themselves.
Get him away. An attempt is to be made tonight. Leave us. Well, good day, Captain. Come, Claire. It is a lovely evening.
You're not going home?
Not yet. I should take a stroll along the shore to Rathgarren Head.
Alone?
I suppose so.
Is it far?
No.
Not far. Would you permit me to go part of the road beside you?
Oh, pray, do not neglect your duties on my account. Besides, I wish to consult my feelings, uninfluenced by your presence.
That sweet confession gives me hope and courage.
Good night. Leave me. Light a meditative cigar and go back to your duty. Leave me to wander alone by the light of the rising moon and sit down on the rocks beside the sea.
How good you are. An angel.
Of light. Good night.
Good night. Oh, if I'd some reason to follow her a little way. Miss Folliot, my cigar is out and you have my matches!
I locked the door and barred the shutters.
Come, let me out!
Behave, mother, or I'll tell the neighbours you've been drinking. Good night.
I shall not receive another visit for the night. Now to work. This must be the wall Kinchla spoke of. I see some new brickwork there, but where shall I land? Is there much of a drop into the yard below? The wall hides the interior. Can I reach this window?
Divil a soul about this side of the tower. There's a light in the cell. I wonder if it's alone. No matter. Where's my iron pick? Now, to make a hole in the wall.
The yard seems to be on the level of this chamber. Where's my chisel? This mortar is as soft as butter. This was done by government contract. It's an ill wind that blows nobody any. What's that? It sounds as if somebody had worked on the wall. Can it be a rat? No, it stops now. There it goes again. And it stops. Oh, that goes me as if there's someone on the other side. Oh, Lord, my heart sinks at the thought. I'll satisfy myself.
There's a rat in the chimney. Cara, maybe I'm all wrong myself into it all.
I can't see round the corner, but there seems to be no one there.
Not a soul in it. I wish I could see crooked. Here goes again.
This trick is loose enough to pull out, but if this one goes, the rest seem shaky. They will all fall together. Come!
Wait! Who the devil would it be? Easy now for the love of heaven. Maids have left tacklers in the guardroom with the men. Easy now. Over.
Now, me fine fellow, now, Mr. Folliott, you said you and I would meet on this side of the grave, and so we will.
Yeah! Run, sir, run! I have him fast!
Where is he?
Here he is, never fear. I have him, sir. Hold him down. Don't let him go.
Where is he? Where is he? Ah, me the bungling fool's Folliott has escaped!
And free. My disguise is secreted here in some nook of the rocks, or in Con's cupboard as he calls it. But I cannot find it in the darkness. I hope the poor fellow has got clear away. I would not have him hurt for my sake. Ah, there he is.
Her own tearing age of master jewels, but we did that well. But it goes in my conscience that I didn't crack the skull of that thief when I had him fair and easy under my foot. I'll never get absolution for that.
We must not remain here. It is the first place they will search. I must make my way down to the ruins. Where is my black coat, my hat and beard?
I have the bundle snug inside. Whist!
What? Do you hear anything?
No, but Tackles does. I left the bait to guide on the cliff above. There again, do you hear him? He's giving tongue. Lie close and I'll go see what it is.
Yonder is the schooner creeping in with the tide. I can make my way down to the ruins by the seashore. The rocks will conceal me. Then, one brief moment with my darling fiancé.
Shh, speak low, they're close by.
The constabulary?
Yes, and with them, the smuggling thieves, Sullivan and Ryan. They're laying the police after them. Them smuggling thieves and mongrel curs to do that. They know every hole in these rocks.
But the signal, who will set the match to the tar barrel on Rathgarn Head?
Never fear, Miss Clare is there by this time and waiting beside it, looking and listening for them 2 gunshots your honour will fire in the ruins beyond.
Where is my pistol? Oh, I cannot find it! God, no, it cannot be! Oh, my heavens! It must have fallen from my pocket as I climbed the wall!
Oh, murder life, what do we do now?
I must swim out to the schooner.
No, it's a mile and again the tide. No, stop, leave it to me. Give me your disguise, and I'll go here. I'll find a way of getting them 2 shots out of them.
What do you propose to do?
Oh, don't you recollect once, when the ballyragget hounds couldn't find a fox after drawing every cover in the country. Damn hair one of them could they smell, and the whole field looking blazes. You were a match for the hunt. What will we do at all, says you? You shall have a fox, says I. And I whipped in a red herring into the tail of my coat, and away I went across the fields.
I remember as well.
You, he, and a devil one in the whole hunting field knew that there was a two-legged fox to the fore. Ha! Now I'll give them vagabonds another taste of the red herring. I'll cut in across your scent. I'll lay them off, never fear. And be jabbers, I'll show them the finest run of the hunting season.
How, Con, how?
We must divide up. You go the shore below, I'll take the cliff above. Go, Godspeed. Begorratin' the first time I played that fox.
Here we are at Rathgarren Head. Are you not tired?
I don't know. If you were to ask if I was dying, I should say, I can't tell. I feel it's all a dream in which I'm not myself.
Who are you then?
Someone much happier than I can ever be. I wish I could describe to you the change that's taken place in me since we've met.
Oh, I can understand it, for I feel the very...
What do you feel?
I can't stand it. I never played so contemptible a part.
What's the matter?
Go home, go away. Why did you come here?
My dear Miss Folliott, if I've intruded upon you, I pray you forgive me. I will retrace my steps.
No, stop.
Yes?
I encouraged you to follow me.
I fear I press myself upon you.
Why is he so willingly deceived? His gentleness and truth make me ashamed of the part I play.
If I've done or said something to offend you, tell me what it is. It will afford me great pleasure to plead for pardon for what I haven't done.
You want to know what ails me?
Yes.
Do you see that tar barrel?
Good gracious, what has a tar barrel got to do with my offence?
Nothing, but it has everything to do with mine.
I fear there's madness in the family.
Do you see that tar barrel?
I see something like a tar barrel in that pile of brushwood.
If I was to ask you to light that bonfire, would you do it?
With pleasure.
Captain Molyneux, my brother has escaped from the prison guarded by your soldiers. That pile of fuel, when lighted, will be the signal for the schooner you see yonder to send a boat ashore to take off the fugitive. I have been a decoy to entice you away from your duty so that I might deprive your men of the orders they await to pursue my brother. Now do you understand my conduct?
Miss Folliott!
Now do you understand why every tender word you have spoken has tortured me like poison? Why every throb of your honest heart has been a knife in mine?
I thought you were mad. I fear it is I who have been so.
If the signal is not fired, my brother will be recaptured. But the blood that revolts in my heart against what I am doing is the same that beats in his. He would disdain to owe his liberty to my duplicity and to your infatuation. There's your road.
So I have been her dupe. I cannot leave her alone in this wild place, yet what can I do? I can't leave her alone.
beside me, I'd tremble.
Oh, there's something moving in the strand below. Look, miss. It's a goat. What the hell is creeping in the shadow of the rocks?
I see nothing.
Oh, no, it's nothing. It's gone. It's nothing.
There they are. There's the pair of them. Robert Folliot has been given chase by the constabulary. Here's where he once hurt. Here's the trap and there's the bait. Riley, grab hold of her, quick.
Who are you? Dare lay your hands on me. Do you know who I am?
Indeed we do. You're the sweetheart, the man we want to catch.
Robert, beware!
Stop her screeching, or she'll scare him off.
Oh, murder! Thief! Fire!
Hold your yelp, all right? She's biting me!
We've lost his track.
We found it. Look, here he comes. Stand aside. Stand and surrender! Sullivan, fire! Why don't you fire? That got him! Give it to him again! Give it to him again!
What are you at, you fool? That's the signal.
'Tis lighted too late.
No, it's lighted on the head.
Well,
And look, there's a boat coming from the schooner, and somebody swimming towards it. It's Robert Folliot. He's escaped.
if that's Robert Folliot, then I'd like to know who this is.
The Shaughraun.
Be patient, Claire.
Patient! My cousin has disappeared. No trace of art can be found. Moya has also been spirited away, perhaps murdered as they murdered Con.
Mrs. O'Kelly, 'tis I, Father Shaughraun.
Blessings on your path. It always leads to the poor and the sore-hearted.
This is a very sad business. Did you hear why he killed your poor boy?
Sure, he had a fine suit of clothes on, and they shot at the man that wasn't in it.
Did they bring him home insensible?
No, they brought him home on a shutter. And there he lies now, with tatters beside him, and the crater won't let a hand near the body.
Poor fellow, he met his death while aiding my brother to escape. Do you see what your men have done?
It was the police and not the soldiers that murdered him, miss. Please don't blame the captain. God bless him, he was in my cabin before daylight. Never spoke a word, but put 5 golden pounds into my hand. And thanks to him, my farm will have the finest weight this day. Oh, Keener's Biddy Madigan and Malone. They'll be eating and drinking. Oh, and 6 of the O'Kellys to carry him as grand as a member of Parliament. Oh, it'll be a grand day for you, my boy. But your poor old mother will be left all alone in her cabin, buried alive while you go to your glory. Oh, good call.
In the name of Bedlam, does she propose to give a dance and a supper party in honour of this melancholy occasion?
They're only going to wake poor Con.
And your £5 will be sent in whisky and cakes and grief and figures and consolation and meat and drink for the poor.
What a compound you Irish do mix up.
Never mind what we mix. Have you discovered any traces of Art and Moya? Have you done anything?
I've been thinking.
Thinking? What's the good of thinking? My cousin has been stolen. Where is she? The country is full of police and soldiers, and yet 2 girls have been carried off under your noses, perhaps murdered for all you know or care. And there you stand, like a goose, thinking.
Pray, don't be so impetuous, you Irish.
I won't be called you Irish.
Beg your pardon, but you made me feel so nervous.
Oh, do I? My impetuosity didn't make you nervous last night, did it? No matter. Go on, a penny for your thoughts.
If Miss O'Neill and Moya were present in the ruins when Con was shot, they must have witnessed the deed. Since then, they've disappeared. It struck me that those responsible wish to remove all evidence of the transaction.
He is right.
Well?
I questioned the constabulary and found they had no hand in it. The deed was done by a police agent called Harvey Duff.
Harvey Duff.
You know him?
He has thought it out while we have been blundering. Blinded by our tears we could not see, deafened by our complaints we could not hear. Forgive me.
There she goes again. I've done nothing to deserve all this.
Nothing? You have unearthed the fox. You have drawn the badger. Now the rogue is in sight. Our course is clear.
It is. I must confess I don't see it.
These 2 girls were the only witnesses to the deed.
And that is why they have been carried off.
No one else was present to prove how Con was killed.
Yes, I was there.
Con alive!
Why?
No, I'm dead.
Is this the way you play upon our sorrows? Are you hurt?
I've a crack over the lug and a scratch across the small of my back. Sure, miss, if I hadn't drawn them to shoot, you'd have never had the signal.
Brave fellow, how did you escape?
Oh, I tell you now, sir, but Garrett, dead men tell no tales. When the master got out of jail, there was Kinchla and his gang waiting outside to murder us. We gave them the slip, and while the master got away, I led them after me to St. Bridget's. Then, after I got them 2 shots out of them, I rolled down, lay as quiet as a sack of potatoes.
Art and Moya were in the ruins?
They were standing by and trying to screech blue murder. Shut their mouths, said a voice I knew was Kinchela's. Sullivan and Riley then whipped them up and put them on a cart that was waiting outside. After that, sorry thing I remember, till I find myself laid out in a shutter with candles all around me, and whiskey bottles, and cakes, and sugar, and lemon, and bacon, and tobacco, and snuff, and the devil and all. I thought I was in heaven.
That's his idea of heaven. And you let your poor mother believe you're dead. You didn't relieve her sorrow.
Well, would you have me wide awake after inviting all the neighbours?
Will you allow me on this occasion to say, you Irish?
Yes, and you need not say any more.
But then I remembered the police would be waiting for me, for the share I had in helping the master to break jail. Sir, please don't let on to the owl, will ya? She'll never hold her wish, and I want to be dead, if you please, so I can follow up on the blackguards that are out to Maya and Miss O'Neill.
Do you know the place these ruffians resort?
I'm conceited, I do.
I'll answer for him. He knows every disreputable den in the country.
And what would you do now if I didn't?
Here comes your mother with the mourners.
Oh, she'll find some of the whiskey gone.
Now what's to be done?
I will proceed at once to Ballyraggett House. I will confront Mr. Kinchela with the evidence.
You don't know him.
I think I do, but he doesn't know me.
You will fight him?
Oh no, there's no fight there. I've looked in his eyes. Men who bully women have the courage of the cur. There's no pluck in him. I will take a guard and arrest him for aiding your brother to escape. That way he might safely murder him during his flight.
But who can prove it?
I can.
Robert!
Good grief! What brings you back?
The news I heard on board the schooner. A pardon has been granted to the Fenian prisoners.
A pardon!
May I congratulate you, sir? Oh, by Jove! Excuse my swearing, but a light breaks out upon me. Kinchela knew of this pardon. I will proceed at once to Ballyraggett House.
No, stop. I have just come from there. I went to tax him with his villainy. He has fled.
And in finding out he could not win, he stole half the stakes.
art is in his power.
Art in his power? What do you mean?
He loves her. He has carried her off.
Art and her fortune. Ha! He has played for a high game.
And in finding out he could not win, he stole half the stakes.
This man is in league with a desperate crew. Half ruffians, half vagabonds. Their dens, known only to themselves, are in the bogs and caves of the seashore.
I'll unearth him wherever he is. I'll get every honest lad in the county of Sligo in the pack and kill him like a rat.
I'll send to Sligo and get a warrant for his arrest. I like to have the law on my side. If we are to have a hunt, let us have a license. Where shall I find you?
At my house.
No, give your arm to Father Dolan.
Home and free. Heaven be praised.
Not free till art is so.
What is your Christian name? Or do you English have such things amongst you?
My Christian name is Harry.
Harry.
There'll be a grand wasted victuals. Oh, step inside, ma'am.
Mijn slantje is van de weg terug. Wat proe morgen, kach er is boys, bam is posted, het hasje de soul.
consoling words, Mrs. Madigan. Are you not eating?
No, ma'am, I'm drinking. I drink now and again by way of variety. He was brave! He was brave! He was open-handed. He had the heart of a lion and the legs of a fox. His voice was softer than the cuckoo of an evening and sweeter than the blackbird after a summer shower. Ye colleens, ye will never hear the voice of God again.
It's a mighty pleasant thing to die like this once in a way and hear all the good things said about you. Then after, when you're dead and gone, they can do you no good.
His name will be the pride of the O'Kellys forevermore.
I was only a big blackguard when I was alive.
Noble and beautiful.
I go on know that.
Oh, he was sweet. He was strong. Who the devil has been at my jug of punch?
Are ye not drinking? Do ye despise the occasion or what? If ye leave as much liquor that will swim a fly on you.
Who's that?
I don't come to disturb this melancholy entertainment. I mean festive solemnity.
Oh, bless you for having come to admire the last of him. Here he is. Isn't he beautiful?
The vagabond is winking at me. I've a good mind to kick the keg from under him and send him reeling to the floor.
Oh, all the nights I put him to bed and sung him to sleep. Oh, and now he's to be put to bed with a shovel. Oh, and the song to awaken him has never been sung. Oh.
If any words could put life into him, I've come here to speak them. Robert Folliott has been pardoned and returned home a free man. But his home is desolate, for the girl he loves has been stolen away. The man who robbed him first of his liberty, then his estate, has now stolen his betrothed.
Who is it?
Mr. Corey Kinchela. The vagabonds who led that man were led by Harvey Duff.
Harvey Duff!
Harvey Duff sent my only boy across to say, where is he?
Kinchela and his men are hiding in some den where they hold Miss O'Neill and Moya prisoners. But my men shall aid you in the search, but you must direct it. Robert Folliott awaits you at Shulabeg to lead the hunt. That is, after you paid your melancholy respects to the Shaughraun.
Oh no, you must go now. We must go now. Nothing would please him better than to go and bring back the news that his murder has been revenged. And then he'll go under the sod with a light heart. To Shulabeg! 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 Shulabeg!
You must warn Kinchela quick, there's not an hour to lose.
Where should I find him?
Go to the Coop's Nest, the lugger came in last night. Tell him to take the two women with him, for he'll have to run for his life.
Aye, and that for us too. If he's caught, we're in first.
I can feel the rope around my neck.
The other end is choking me.
Right.
Murder alive!
Ha!
Murder alive! That's what I am. That'll see you both hanged for it. I'll be at your wake, and I'll give you both a fine character. Ha! Here's it now, lads. The door's locked, and there's the key. Oh, you're in a fine trap now. Ha! You made a mistake last night. Here's it now, I said.
Do you forget, Mabukel, that you're already dead?
Sure, if we made a mistake last night, we can just repair it now.
Oh, dear me, just what'll I do?
We'll just lay you down there and
open the door.
There's the key. Help me up. The hangman will do as much for you one day.
If you put your head outside that cabin, I'll put a bullet in it. Whose men are these?
2 Kinchela's chickens. They know the road we want to travel.
Take this. Do you know how to use it?
I'll try. What part of the world would you like to be sent to?
Attention, my friend. Put your hands in your pockets and take me direct to where your employer, Mr. Kinchela, holds Miss O'Neill and Moya prisoners. And if on the road you take your hands out of your pockets or move beyond the reach of my sword, on my honour as an officer and a gentleman, I will cut you down. Forward!
Attention! Put your hand in my pocket. Now, take me straight to where Maya told me shut up. And if you're stirring a pig out of that on the road, by the piper that played for Julius Caesar, I'll save the country 6 feet of rope.
Getting dark. Do you think they'll keep us another night in this fearful place?
Well, I don't care what becomes of me. I wish they'd kill me as they killed Con. Sure, I've nothing to live for.
Oh, I have. I live to bring Kinchela to the dock where he brought my Robert. I live to tear the mask off his face.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to put my 10 commandments on the face of Harvey Duff, the murdering villain. If I'd only see him, go up a ladder, he'd spoil a market.
You look pale yet, Miss O'Neill, but you bear a proud lip still. Despise me now, but after a month or two together, we'll get along finely together.
Do you dream to hold up a month? Why, before the week is out, there is not a sod the county of Sligo but will be turned up in search for us. And then we'll see who'll look the paler, you or I.
Before midnight, you will be aboard a boat out there, a lugger, Miss O'Neill. And before daybreak, you and I will be heading off together for a wonderful retirement and a beautiful honeymoon.
But what's to become of me?
I'll take care of you. Come, lady. The tide is high, and the tide will serve in an hour. Come, ladies, all aboard, if you please.
Kinchela, I implore you, do not add this cowardly act to your list of crimes. Release me and this girl, and on my honour, I'll bear no witness against you, nor any concerned in last night's work.
Too late.
Kinchela, if you have any regard, any love for me, you'll see me outraged thus.
Take her away. Take her away. Take her away.
Oh, leave your house, I'm going to
Won't just
Guess what?
What?
Robert Folliott is raging through the bounds with half a county Sligo at his back.
Ah, don't worry, it is only our own fellows know of this place.
And Con the Shaughraun?
He's dead, you fool.
We are safe.
Go back to your lookout on the cliff. We have to get things done here.
I'll be uneasy on my mind till we're clear of this.
Robert Foley has escaped after all the trouble I took to get him convicted. That's the way an honest man is treated in this country. I'm betrayed. He'll reclaim his land, but he'll never reclaim his wife. She's mine, now and forever. She may hate me now, but I can say she'll get over that.
Massive owl in it. You deceived me.
No, they were here. What's that?
Maya's cloak. 'Tis hers. She's here. Oh, he slipped out of my pocket. Oh, he's off, gone to rouse up the whole pack. What'll I do? Where can I hide until the captain and the master come up? Oh, they can't be too far behind me. Maybe if I could get him inside one of those big hogsheads, or behind one of them. I may be only 1 against 20, but I'll make it lively for them while it lasts.
What's the matter?
I was looking down for the fish above, but I could hear the shouts and roars of the people in the glen below. And when I turned down here, I saw Robert Foley and Miss Clare, and they were hounding them on. When I turned my eyes down here to this very place we are standing, I saw...
Who?
Shaughraun the Shaughraun!
Ah, you're mad with fright, man. Go back to your place on the cliff. I have to get these girls out on the boat.
So would you be if you saw a man as dead as I saw him? God, I'm dead. Do you hear them coming? They're getting close.
Off to the cliff.
I'll be on my oath. I saw him here.
Come on, Riley.
Oh, where do you want us to go?
Off on that boat down there.
Oh, do you think I'm a flyer or a seagull?
You take that ladder down there, down to the ledge, then you can easily get down into it.
And if we don't choose to go down?
And then you will be carried, my dear.
Oh, stand up. Oh.
Get quick, get a piece of rope.
Help! There's every man within reach of my voice.
Rope.
Help! Murder! Fire! Oh!
Who fired that shot?
Moya has killed him and escaped. Brave girl.
Whoa.
He's alive. There's life in him yet.
Away, she's in the ladder, quick!
Every man for himself. The devil will take the hindmost.
So we are. I've been your prisoner and now you're mine.
Is that you, miss?
Con, where's Moya?
She's inside.
Catch her! Hurry, quick!
Stand aside, miss. Here comes the flower and the block.
The crowds are upon us. We are betrayed. What's the matter, man? Are you mad or drunk? Oh, stop then. I'm off. The ladder! The ladder! It's gone! Stay, man! What does it mean? What does it mean?
Well, it means the wind has changed and the tide doesn't serve.
It means you're on your way to a delightful retirement where you'll pass your honeymoon together.
The murder's out!
And you were it first. Do you hear them cries? The hounds are on your track, Harvey Duff.
What will I do? What will I do?
Say your prayers if ever you knew any, for your time has come. Look, there they come along the cliffside. Ha! They've caught sight of you. Do you see that wild old woman with the knife? That's
Bridget Madigan, whose son's life you swore away.
Spare me, you can't. They'll take me from heads.
Do you know Andy Donovan? That's him with the scythe. You sent his brother across the sea. Hey, Gara, he knows you. Knock it out!
Spare me. Pity me, please. Pity me.
Aye, as you spared me, as you spared them at whose side you knelt before the altar, as you pitied them whose salt you ate, but whose blood you drank. There's death coming down upon you from above. There's death waiting for you below. Now, informer, take your choice.
Robert, has the villain escaped?
I bagged a few, but I've missed the principal offender.
I didn't. There's my bird.
Is he dead?
Think not. The bullet has entered here, stuck something in his breast. This pocketbook has saved his life.
Where am I?
You're under arrest
What for?
for attempting to murder this gentleman.
I was trying to capture an escaped felon.
He was a free man, and you knew it, as this letter proves.
Stand
back! Do you hear me? Do I speak twice?
Take him away.
Take me away quick before these people get me.
Where is he? Where is my boy?
Oh, here's the old mother. Hide me!
Where's that vagabond? Where is my boy? Oh, God! You thief of the night! Oh, my boy! My darling!
Oh, wish mother, don't cry. See this? I'll never be killed again.
But sure, if he hadn't been murdered, sure he couldn't have saved us. Oh, after letting me spend all that money on a wig!
Can I make a suggestion? Turn the ceremony into a wedding.
I believe that in England, the wedding often turns out the more melancholy occasion of the two.
Are you willing to try?
He has earned you, Claire. I give my consent.
But what will become of Con? Father Dolan will never give his consent.
Come here. Will you reform?
I don't know what that is, but I will.
Will you amend your ways and your coat? No, you can't. How do I know but that you go poaching of a night?
Oh, Maya will go bail, I won't.
And the drink?
Well, I'll take care there's no hole in the timber.
I cannot trust either of you. You've deceived me so often. Can you find anyone to answer for you?
Oh, Mother, what will I do? Even a friend I have in the world, Baron Tappers. Oh, they won't. Try. Go on, try. She says you'll go bail for me. Oh, I did not. You did. I didn't. You're the only friend I have in the world. Long life to you. Many is the time have you looked over my faults. Will you be blind to them and hold out your hands once more for a poor Shaughraun?
huge thank you to our amazing director, Joe Hendel. We just want to present you with a gift, a token of our appreciation, because he was just fantastic and we're so lucky to have him.
Thanks for coming, and thanks for this wonderful cast. It's been a pleasure to direct them since January. This is the second production we've done as a group, and here's some more. So that's it.
Well, special thank you also to our producer Hayden, who was brilliant for all the work. And we have more presents backstage, but a fantastic thanks to Therese, who's been amazing. Backstage for her, and of course Ben was the star of the show behind helping us with all the